You know, I once heard a story about a guy. Smart, decent looking, well dressed, even had a good sense of humor. Everyone thought he had it all together. But the truth? He carried a secret fear. The kind of fear that makes your chest tight and your throat dry. His biggest challenge wasn't exams, jobs, or even life decisions. It was talking to a girl. Sounds silly, right? A guy who can face crowds, crack jokes, and even stand tall in tough moments. But the moment he had to say a simple hi to someone he liked, he froze. His mind would play the worst movies. Rejection, humiliation, the thought of being laughed at. So instead of trying, he stayed silent. Again and again. Until silence became his comfort zone. But here's the twist. That guy was me. And maybe it's you too. Before we dive into this, let me ask you something important. Share in the comments where you're watching from. And tell me, what's your biggest personal struggle when it comes to talking to someone you like? Because trust me, you're not alone. And now, put your device on full screen and stay with me till the end, because there's a lot to uncover here.
Finally, Nick admits it. You, the mighty philosopher, the overthinker of overthinkers, afraid of one little hello.
Thanks, Max. Way to roast me in front of everyone.
Hey, if we're telling truths, I might as well confess too.
Oh, this I've got to hear.
You see, there's this cat. Lily, white fur, green eyes, walks like she owns the street. The first time I saw her, I swear the world went into slow motion. My tail literally froze mid-wag.
A dog. Shy around a cat?
Don't mock me. Every time I walked past her, my ears went red, my bark cracked, and I ended up staring at the ground pretending to sniff grass. Smooth, right?
Oh man.
And just like you, I avoided the whole thing. But my dog squad didn't let me escape. Bruno the bulldog became my coach. Bella the retriever made me rehearse my Hi Lily line 20 times. And Rocky the big shepherd just kept saying,
"Be a dog. Be a dog."
That sounds like therapy group for shy dogs.
more like military training. Finally, they pushed me toward her. There she was, sitting on the fence like a queen. I took a deep breath, wagged my tail, and stammered, "Hi, Lily."
And what happened?
She turned, looked me dead in the eyes, and she said,
"Hello, Max."
Wait, she had Rocky's voice?
"Exactly. I swear it was like flirting with Rocky himself." My soul left my body. I bolted back to the squad, and they've never let me live it down.
Wait, what? Oh man, poor you.
Don't laugh too hard. Our stories aren't that different. Fear, silence, running away, it's the same pattern, whether you're a guy with a crush or a dog with a cat problem.
And here's the thing. Fear feels personal, but it's actually universal. When you're standing in front of someone you like, your brain doesn't just see a person. It sees risk, rejection, embarrassment. Your mind goes into survival mode. Scientists call it the fight or flight response. But instead of fighting or fleeing a tiger, you're panicking over eye contact and hello. Why? Because deep down, we humans are wired to seek acceptance. Back in ancient times, rejection from the group meant isolation, which could mean danger. That wiring still lives in us today. So when you think, what if she laughs? What if I'm not enough? Your brain treats it like a life or death scenario. But here's the truth nobody told me back then. Rejection doesn't kill you. Silence does.
Oof! That line hit harder than kibble at midnight.
I wasted years avoiding, overthinking, living in the what ifs. And you know what's crazy? Most of the time, the girl wasn't even scary. She was just human. Probably overthinking too.
Exactly. Lily wasn't scary. She was confusing, especially with Rocky's voice.
Okay, your story might be scarier. But let's dig deeper. The real problem isn't girls. It's the stories we tell ourselves. I'm not good enough. She'll reject me. I'll look stupid. These are mental prisons, and the longer you stay in them, the more real they feel. For me, it took one moment of courage to break the cycle. Not that dramatic, but yes, there was a moment. I remember standing outside a coffee shop, heart racing. She was inside, reading a book. I wanted to say hi, but fear screamed louder than logic. My legs felt like stone. My chest? Heavy. Then, I remembered something simple. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action despite fear. So I walked in. My hands were cold, voice shaky, but I said it. Hi, is that book good? That's it. Not poetry, not some movie line, just human words. And you know what? She smiled. She actually smiled. And for the first time, I realized I wasn't fighting her. I was fighting myself.
Beautiful. Truly beautiful. I'm inspired. I'm going to talk to Lily again. Unless Rocky answers.
Good luck with that. But this isn't just about me or Max. This is about you. The fear you carry. The hesitation. The silence. And maybe tonight or tomorrow, you'll get that same chance I did. To act despite fear. So yeah, that's my little confession. But you know what's funny? When I finally started working on myself, slowly, step by step, I realized the fear wasn't about girls at all. It was about me not believing in myself.
Oh, I feel you. You know, I also have a secret.
What? You? You're the most confident dog I've ever seen. You bark at delivery guys like you own the whole street.
Yeah, I know. But when it comes to her, my tail goes down, my ears flop, and I forget how to bark.
Wait, her? Who's her?
Lily, the cat next door. She's got this shiny fur and these big green eyes. Whenever she jumps on the fence, I just stand there, frozen. I can't even say woof.
You? The mighty one who chases squirrels like a storm? Scared of a little cat?
Hey, don't laugh. You don't understand. She's not just any cat, she's elegant. She walks like she's floating on air. And when I try to talk to her, my tongue gets stuck.
Oh wow, this is gold. Go on.
One day, my dog buddies, Rocky, Bruno, and Simba, they noticed me staring at Lily from a distance. They were like, bro, stop acting like a shy puppy. Just go talk to her.
And?
I chickened out. But then Rocky gave me a whole pep talk about confidence. He was like, Max, you're a Labrador. Be proud. Wag that tail with pride. So the next evening, I finally gathered my courage.
Oh, this is getting good. What happened?
I walked up to Lily, cleared my throat, wagged my tail, and said, hi, Lily. And you won't believe what happened next.
What?
Hello, Max.
Wait, what?
I swear, her voice wasn't soft or cute. It was this deep, booming voice, almost like Rocky's. For a moment, I thought Rocky was pranking me.
Oh man, poor you. Did you run away?
Yeah, I tripped over my own leash and ran straight into a bush. My friends are still laughing about it.
Max, you're unbelievable. Wow.
Hey, at least I tried. You ran away from girls for years. I ran away just once.
Touche. So here's what happened after all that chaos with Lily. and, well, my own embarrassment with girls, I realized something. Fear isn't the enemy. It's a compass. It points exactly to where growth is waiting.
Whoa, look at you getting deep.
Exactly. And here's the first thing I learned. Step 1. Exposure. Tiny steps, repeated often. You don't have to jump into a 3-hour conversation right away. Start small. Smile. Say hi. Make eye contact. That's it. Baby steps.
Baby steps, huh? So, like when I approached Lily from a distance, sniffed her tail without actually, talking.
Exactly like that. Each small win is like a muscle. You train it. Eventually, that frozen feeling melts away.
And the squad helps, right? That pep talk from Rocky, the encouragement from Bruno.
Yes. Step 2. Support system. Find your own squad friends, family, even pets, people who can nudge you forward.
Agreed. Encouragement is key.
Step 3. Mindset shift. You need to reframe rejection. Most of us fear it like it's a death sentence. But in reality, rejection is just feedback. A gentle nudge from life saying, try differently next time.
So when Lily shouted like Rocky, it was feedback?
Absolutely. She taught you to adjust your approach. You learned something valuable.
Not quitting, just hiding for dramatic effect.
Step 4. Humor. Find the funny in the fear. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at awkward moments. Humor diffuses tension instantly.
Humans do the same thing. Ever stumble on words talking to a crush? Heart racing, words spilling like noodles. Funny in retrospect, terrifying in the moment.
Exactly. And that's step 5. Authenticity. Don't pretend to be perfect. You don't need movie lines. Just speak human. Genuine words carry more power than rehearsed perfection.
Like my "Hey, hi, Lily" stammer. Awkward? Yes. Real? Absolutely.
Right. Step 6. Curiosity. Not just in the other person, but in yourself. Ask questions. Explore feelings. Reflect on why this fear exists. The more curious you are, the less paralyzing fear becomes.
Wait, curiosity like a dog sniffing every corner of the park?
Spot on. Explore. Sniff. Learn. And maybe bark a little along the way.
Bark, bark, bark.
Step 7. Persistence. The first attempt won't magically solve everything. You might trip over words, get the wrong voice, or, in your case, run from a cat. But the key is, keep trying. Small victories accumulate into confidence.
I think I finally get it. Fear is temporary, growth is permanent, and friendship or a dog squad makes the journey fun.
Absolutely. Step 8. Reflection. Every interaction is a lesson. Analyze, laugh, adjust, and move forward. Even my failed attempts taught me more than I realized at the time.
So, talking to girls isn't scary, it's an adventure. And talking to cats, also an adventure.
Yes, and both teach you patience, courage, humor, and authenticity. And you know what's beautiful? Once you embrace this process, you realize fear isn't blocking you, it's guiding you.
And Rocky's booming voice just makes it unforgettable.
Exactly. And here's the final piece, the philosophical truth. Life isn't about never feeling fear. It's about feeling it and still moving forward. It's about showing up imperfectly, sharing your real self, and daring to be seen.
Even if you're a dog, even if you're talking to a cat or a human, it's the same principle.
That's why I'm sharing this story. Not just for laughs, not just for misadventures, but because it's relatable. We all freeze. We all overthink. We all fear rejection. But courage is universal.
And hilarious when you tell it later.
Absolutely. So here's the takeaway. Small steps, support system, mindset shift, humor, authenticity, curiosity, persistence, reflection, and most importantly, action despite fear. That's how you transform fear into connection and awkward silences into meaningful conversations.
And maybe get a cat's approval along the way, even if it sounds like Rocky.
Life is messy, awkward, hilarious, and terrifying. But when you step forward anyway, that's when the magic happens.
So, for everyone watching, remember, your fear doesn't define you. Your courage does.
And one last thing before we wrap up. If you're sitting there thinking, I'm too shy, too awkward, too scared, remember this story. Start small. Find your squad. Embrace the humor. Reflect, persist, and above all, show up. That's how real connections happen.
And if all else fails, blame Rocky.
True. And with that, it's your turn. Take a small step today. Say hi, smile, breathe, and see what happens. Because fear is just the first chapter of your story. The rest, that's up to you.